Hey guys, my name is Nogan and welcome to my C++ series. Today we're focusing on two keywords in C++, break and also continue. So these two keywords are used based on the use case. If you look at the word break, it means something has to break eventually, somehow. Now continue, based on this name, also means something has to continue. So in C++, the break statement is an effective way to avoid executing variables to control a loop eventually and produce a elegant code. However, break statement must be used very effectively in terms of like the use cases. So you should be extra careful in using break statements, as you'll see in a moment, where I'll be using a break statement in a loop, because continue just means it has to continue also, but now they're more effective when using them in a loop eventually, rather than just use them anywhere else. So in the main function, I'm going to declare two variables, int num and also int s, it's initialized to 0. Yep. Okay. Cout the number, we have a while loop, see where the user will input the value. We have an if statement inside where if num is less than 0, which means when the user inputs a negative number, we'll have a statement say cout negative number found. Then we'll include a break keyword to break out of this if statement and out of the loop also. We'll have another else if statement, a two-way selection structure, where now in here num again, but now when num is greater than 0, which means the positive numbers. We'll have a statement also here saying cout awesome. Now in here, in this else if here, will include also another loop, which means a for loop, where when the user inputs positive numbers, which means you want to add all the positive numbers together in the addition, in the add variables, you can see here. So in here we'll say for loop for int, I'll declare variable here, type int, the variable name is going to be I, as you can see here, is initialized to 0. Now here in length, I'm gonna just say 5, which means 5 times with the loop as you iterate. Now the plus sign, as you see here, like I spoke before in the previous video, this will just add eventually 1 to the 0 here, and the loop in this for loop is going to run again eventually. Now in this for loop, I'm going to say cin, where the user will input the num variable, and we'll say you're going to say afterwards going to add all the numbers in this add variable. Awesome. Now outside the for loop, I'm going to also include a message where we can see all the positive numbers that have been added together. I'm also going to include after this a break statement, so we can break out this loop again, just like here. Awesome. So guys, let me compile this. Click on Ctrl+Shift+B to compile the program. Awesome, succeeded. Let's run this. Wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna first input the negative number, which means -1. As you can see, the message display says negative number found, which means this message has been displayed based on the if statement here, where if num, as you can see here, is a negative number which is less than 0, this message will print out eventually, as you can see. Let me close this and run it again. Okay, now I'm going to input, let's say for example I'm going to input 5. So 5 is a positive number. So I'm going to input right now 5 now, because now when 5 is a positive number, I can input any 5 numbers based on the for loop here, because remember, we said in this else if statement here, if num is a positive number which is greater than 5, then this message will be displayed. After this in this loop, the for loop will run eventually, where the user has to input 5 numbers. So I'm going to input any 5 numbers. I'm going to say 10, 25, 50, 10, and 90. Awesome. As you can see, we have 185. And if you look at the number, if you compare this statement here with this message here, which means calculations has been done properly in this for loop here, where this add variable, where this plus in front here, which means all the numbers that have been inputted here by the user will come to this second line of code here in line 27, where they can be added in this variable add, and this message will run afterwards, where all the numbers that are positive have been added together and going to be displayed here. Then after this break keyword will break out of the loop and also exit out. Awesome. So guys, for example, let's say for example we're going to use a continue, because continue will just continue no matter what, but sometimes continue can also cause a infinite loop, where if you don't use it properly. So let's just run this and see what's happening. Awesome. I'm gonna say 3. It's a positive number. I'm gonna enter any number. I'm gonna say 1, 4, 5, 6, and 2. Awesome. As you can see, we inputted 5 numbers here. They've been added together and their value is 18. But as you can see now, we can still continue, because now this positive number found, which means this positive number, as you can see here, is positive. 18 is positive, and now it's been verified. And the continue keyword here allows us again to continue again in this if statement here, where we can again enter any 5 numbers. As you can see, I can say again 54, 64, 10, 20, 36. Awesome. As you can see, we can still continue. So the continue keyword gives you the ability to continue with your instructions, as you can see in this if statement here, because now we can continue to execute the same functionalities over again. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, click on the bell notification, and see the post on my channel.